Okay, welcome to the Anarchist Cookbook. How do we dress a generation who's bored, nihilistic, lonely? A generation who's looking for a new identity. In 1976, I opened a shop called Sex on the King's Road. What it was selling, if you dared enter, was sex and rubberwear for the office. Raincoats without sleeves, contraceptives turned into jumpsuits, whips, chains, nipple clamps, cock rings. And everything was in black. Why? Because black represented as a colour loneliness, nihilism, boredom. And it denounced the notion of the frill. To take a pair of ordinary trousers and change its colour, first of all, from green to black. That's the first principle. But the most important thing was how to make those trousers appear as if people were just tied up, representing a situation in which they had nowhere to go. A symbol of repression, a symbol of frustration, a symbol of what we've just talked about. One way to do that was very simply, was to basically put a strap between their legs. It would appear as trousers that you couldn't actually walk in. And to make them even sexy was to also look at the notion of a zip. A zip goes down to your crutch, and that's as far as it goes. But how could we do something more revolutionary? I decided to put a zip in a pair of trousers that went not just down to the crutch, but actually went further, that actually went halfway up the arse. If you had a hard-on or whatever, first of all, it's wonderful because you can pee so easily. And secondly, it also is very, very sexy. And that, hopefully, would suggest this army of disaffected youth could do very obnoxious things in the street. What did all of that mean? What it really meant was that sex and fashion combined together created fetishism, and fetishism was the very embodiment of the youth. This trouser was the explosion of the body. This trouser represented that whole idea of youth forever desire for immortality, to take drugs, to behave irreverently, and produce a situation in which they could never have to return to normality again. These trousers, unisexual, worn by either sex, became a uniform, naturally, and desire amongst a generation to express everything I've just said. And this shop called Sex became a place in which naturally the music that this generation would play would stem from. It was the venue for punk rock.